cast off. Now the cast off, I'm just using a basic cast off. It's a really nice cast off for anything that's going to be used a lot, stretched a lot, great for blankets, shawls, scarves, things like that. Zoom in a little more. What we do is you E-wrap your first 2 pegs and knit off. That's your first step. Your second step is to take the loop from peg 2. That is the loop that the yarn is actually coming from right now. You can see I'm pulling it back there. Take it off, put that on loop 1, tighten it some, knit that off. That's your step 2. Your step 3 is to move the peg from peg 1 to peg 2. Just think of it as this is now the new peg 1. The first peg with yarn on it is always going to be your peg 1. But that's the 3 steps, and you do that to the end. So you E-wrap your first 2 pegs. Now it doesn't matter which way you E-wrap the first peg, just be consistent. Take second peg off, put onto the first peg, knit off, and then move it back to the empty peg. Now you don't want to do any of this real tight because you want this to have a lot of stretch to it. So our step 1, second onto the first, that's step 2. Step 3, just move it, oops, there we go. Move it over. I'm sitting at an odd angle for me. I'll do a couple more real quick just to show you. Step 1. Step 2. Oops. Step 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Work to the last peg. I have the last 2 stitches on here. It's kind of in the corner where I ended, so I'll go ahead and knit that off as I do it. This last stitch has 2 stitches on it just because of where I was at. Okay, so move the second one. Oops. Get that on there to the first. Knit off. And now you take the whole loop off. Let me zoom out some. We got a kitty cat laying back there. Who we got? Hey, Fix. Hi, honey. It's the newest member to our home. Oops. Got cords everywhere. Okay. So you have that last loop. You just pull the working yarn through, tighten it up, and that is done. Now, show you how much yarn is left over. Figaro, would you stop it? Okay. So it wrapped a little over 4 times around. When we are done, it wraps a little over 1 times around. So you need to have enough yarn to wrap 3 times around the loom to do your cast off. So you want to make sure you don't cut yourself short.